Up next is Maureen Doyle. Maureen is the author of When Your Ex Doesn't Follow the Rules. Maureen, tell us about your book.
I wrote this book for women who are co-parenting with an ex that just doesn't seem to follow the rules. And what I mean by the rules is the parenting plan, the court documents, and they've gone to court, they've talked to their attorneys, they've pleaded with their ex, and it keeps happening over and over again, and they find themselves in this struggle day in and day out.
Yeah. And so a couple questions for you. I wanted to talk about a question that Kay had. Kay asked, she says, writing a book is one thing, publishing it for the world to read is another. How do you reconcile the two? And here's a good one for you is, do you have or did you have a pit in your stomach about releasing your book to the world?
I didn't, because I am on the other end of co-parenting. My children are in their 20s. Now, if I did this 10 years ago, it would have been a different story. But the reason I wrote this book was when I was going through it, I could have used a resource like this. And so lots of people have come to me and they've had this same issue, and I've helped them with it. And it just seemed like the right time. So the book was very timely.
So I think timing is interesting. And you mentioned that your kids were older. Sometimes people will come to me to write a book and they're right in the middle of, whether it's their divorce or a medical crisis, and they want to write about that thing they're in the middle of. So I do think getting behind it is one thing, but you've also done your own work to get some of these answers in a way that maybe has some perspective, and you're certified as a life coach?
Yes.
And so how did doing your own work help inform your book?
Absolutely. From the very beginning, when I got my divorce, I started reading books. I started talking to the best counselors out there. And then I went to life coach training. And so it's all of this that's inside of me that I just want to share with others who are facing the same problems.
Love that. One of my favorite things about your book, there are many favorite things, but is the title, When Your Ex Doesn't Follow the Rules. It's so resonant with me in my life. I know that feeling, and it's just a really emotionally evocative title. How did you come up with your title? And Melinda wanted to know, that was Melinda's question. How did you come up with the title for your book?
It was very easy. It was the whole topic of it. It was, why can't he just follow the rules? And so when you and I even talked about it, it was right there, bam. It's what the whole book is all about. Why can't he follow the rules?
Love that. A lot of people try to be clever with their titles, and that can work. But it's so much easier when you actually just say what the book is about. As soon as you hear it, people know if this book is for them or it's not for them, or if there's somebody they want to recommend it to. And if that person is you, go ahead and grab that link off the screen and send this to a friend who is struggling with an ex who does not want to comply with the rules. And I love the clarity behind that title. It's a fantastic title. It's a great book. Thank you so much, Maureen, and congratulations on your first book.
Thank you.